All right. We are live now. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. This is
hello.
This is Indy Talk with Jesse and Jeryn, featuring the returning now graduate, Academy graduate, Nick Pride. How's it going, Nick?
Going good, you guys. How's it going with you?
Good.
Pretty good. Yeah, just been going to wrestling shows, working on if you guys don't know, we got the Facebook page going. We are live on here right now, so it's been working on that and doing a lot of work with that and posting and videos. So yeah. So I think everything's going good. I'll have Jesse, I'll have you go this time, start off with this. So
All right, sure. So Nick, what have you been up to since we last talked?
Absolutely nothing. No, that's not true. No, just still working shows. For the most part, I don't really I'm either working shows or I'm at practice getting ready for shows. I honestly don't have a lot of time for anything else, which is, I don't know. Is that a problem? I don't know. I'll think about that when I have time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think where was it again? Yeah, so as we said, you graduated from the academy. What was the whole do you guys have a ceremony, or how did that work out?
Honest to goodness, I had no idea that we were graduating anybody that night. We just got this big message, just be there this Thursday. Just be at the academy. Everyone be there. And I had no idea what was going on, honestly. I had never really attended an academy graduation before, with the exception of a show that I was at before I was actually a member of the academy. So I had never been a part of a graduation myself, and I had never seen it. I had no idea what was happening, and just, there it was. Just, I kind of out of nowhere, the coach had come up with like a stack of plaques, just announcing like people who he's determined who he thought graduated. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, he was calling everybody one by one, and people were giving speeches and things like that. And I thought, who was going to be the last guy? Because there was one plaque left, and he pulls my name. Ken pulls my name on the last plaque, and you know what? I'm not ashamed to say it. I cried like a baby. I had no idea it was gonna happen. I did not expect to graduate. I just show up a lot. I didn't think I was doing anything special, but there you go. A lot of work. It was, September 1st, 2019 is when I first started at the academy, and here I am. So many years later, I graduate, and it was a huge moment. I still get kind of emotional thinking about it, because it was just so unexpected, and I'm honored and I'm humbled, and I honestly, I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock, because like, I don't know what I did that was worthy of it, but coach seemed to think that I deserved it, and that's a humbling thought and an honoring thought, and it's wild. It's wild, honestly. Just wild.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure how that worked with, like, if you had to be there a certain number of years, and I mean, you were 3 years. That's still, or no, 3 years. That's really cool that you're able to graduate in that time frame.
Some people graduate quicker. I think JDX graduated in 3 months. I think he was that good. He was just that good.
Okay.
Took him 3 months to be 3 years. COVID may have halted that a little bit, but still, I couldn't tell you actually what the requirements are. That's how surprised I am. I couldn't tell you how you do it. I'm still not entirely sure. Coach is looking for something, and maybe I have it. I hope I have it.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. And you graduated with R.J. Wilkins, Travis Lucas Savage, Rampage Santana, and Joe Lee. So I think that's just a good lineup right there as well. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Great batch of guys, all of them. Every one of them deserve it. Like if you could see the work that they put in, my goodness.
Yeah, I believe it. So, yeah. If only you could graduate high school in a matter of 3 months, right? Like JDX says, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, you definitely deserve it. I think your fans think you deserve it, and well as your peers. So, yeah.
Fans out there? I have fans?
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
I mean, I
Who's
looked
my
at your
fan?
tag stuff, so. Yeah. All right. Jesse?
Well, since we last talked, I've kind of noticed on social media there that your stock has kind of gone up a little bit. Every flyer that I look at, you're right there. That how does that feel?
Once again, a little humbling. Like people want me on their shows, and that's still something I'm kind of like, well, okay, that's a lot of pressure, but I hope I can live up to it. But like, I started noticing that myself, more of my terrible picture on posters, and what do I do about that? Oh, I guess I just got to go to these shows now and just wrestle and hope they want to put me on their posters again.
Yeah.
And as long as but that's the goal, actually, to keep working, and hopefully people want to see more of me.
Yeah. I think it's always cool when wrestlers first have their picture on a poster for the first time, and it's just more like giving you recognition, like, wow, you're kind of getting to that established point now of being a wrestler. You're making an official poster, because they don't necessarily put everyone on the poster unless sometimes they do, but to put the bigger guys on there, and then I think you might be becoming that bigger star now, or mid star now. So yeah.
I'm getting around a little bit. So that's something.
Yeah. And I know someone who just was on their first poster for MIW is Tank Dawson. So been keeping up with that.
Yes. Oh, I'm so proud of him. Oh man. He has been working so hard to just get here. And it's amazing to see how far he has come. And I want to be there every step of the way when I watch him just get better and better. And then eventually we'll face each other, and eventually I'll just beat him 1, 2, 3. And that'll be the end of that.
Yeah. Looking through the comments here, we got Rick, I think it's Schaefer. He's saying hey Nicksters though, exclamation point. See, you got fans out there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hi guys.
Yeah. First ever comments on a live video on the Facebook page. So it's really cool. And then we got someone who's, I think, maybe first time watching a live show, Mr. Michael Pam of Michael's Corner.
Oh,
Michael. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. He says, I want to see more of Nick Pride. So
awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for the comments there.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And one more on Instagram, we got the Summit here. They got fire emoji, clap emoji. So Yeah. hmm Good old Summit on here. Yeah. Jesse.
So, has anybody from the AWF contacted you to maybe work on one of their shows?
Have I been contacted by AWF?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they've come out and contacted me. Like the fact of the matter is, I've just been like really busy lately, and that's something that would typically be on me to go out and contact them.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's on me. Like if like I haven't contacted them, not for any like particular reason other than the fact that like I'm just really busy, and I'm thinking like if I could see like a stretch of time in the future that maybe I can, you know, like do some bookings for them, I might go out and contact them.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah. 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 And speaking of being busy and getting bookings, you just moments after the last time we had you on May 18th, which 2 months ago now, you got a request to be on the Wrestling Gone Wild show for August 5th in Chisholm. What are your thoughts on what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, that's gonna be huge.
Mhm.
I am I'm excited. Any new any new opportunity for me is always going to be big, and it's always going to be nerve-wracking because I want to you know, I want to make a good showing.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
so yeah, fingers crossed. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I think it's always cool when wrestlers get to go to new companies, and especially me when I get to go see new companies as well. I've seen a lot, and I think hopefully you get to see as much too. So yeah. Uh so we've had the conspiracy of well, maybe So Fresh started it, but
You have to go there, don't you?
I mean it's become a big
Yeah.
topic now. But we've already established that you are not referee Brandon Kinney.
No, I am not referee Brandon Kitty. I've
You-
met the guy one time. He asked me to substitute for Ken at a
Oh.
show. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. That's the only conversation I've ever had with the guy.
Mhm.
There were plenty of people backstage to see that conversation. Like I don't even know the guy. I don't know why we're being confused so much. Like what? Fresh, what are you getting out of this? Seriously, what is it with you? Like, okay, so I get to MAW, right? And
Right.
like, okay, so my first match in MAW, I fight X, right? I fight X, and ever since then, I'm dealing with X, and I'm dealing with Cordoba when I had to replace Ken, and soon I'm gonna be dealing with Ying at an upcoming show. And Cradle the Grave along with X had already screwed me and my partner out of the tag titles, right? And this is the thing I need to focus on. This is the movement in Cradle the Grave is what I need to be focusing on right now. And then Fresh just comes in out of nowhere. It starts like making these little jabs and pokes at me about like, oh, you're Brandon Kinney. I am not Brandon Kinney. Like, I don't understand where this animosity is coming from. Like, I think like you and I have barely been in the ring together, Fresh. What, we've had one match, one, and it's boiled. It's coming to this.
Mhm. I guess so.
What are you getting out of this, man?
Mhm.
I actually cannot. I cannot see the chat on my end. So, like, if he's responding, please let me know.
He hasn't yet, but we'll have to see if he does in a little bit. So
He
but
says he's at the academy tonight.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up because I saw Mr. Brandon Kinney at Under the Big Top 5, and he screwed over Mitch Paradise in a match in the main event on June 24th, what would your, I know you've only met the guy one time, but I think that's what are your thoughts on like referees doing that?
No, that's surprising. Like, no, like as a referee, your job is to call it down the middle every time. And, you know, playing any kind of favoritism for any reason is just unprofessional. I hope that's not true. I was not at that show. I was working somewhere else that night. So like I sincerely hope that's not true.
Yeah.
But were you at the show?
Yeah, I was at the show and I actually saw it. He well, it was a fast count. I guess that technically still is cheating in a referee's playbook, I would say, but he fast counted against the man that he's only known by the name of mystery opponent, but screwed over Mitch, and then they like restarted the match, and RJ and Brandon Kinney were fighting each other, and match restarted. Mitch Paradise won, but still, I think Brandon Kinney he's causing a lot of controversy, I think, right now. So
yeah, I definitely don't want to be associated with him now.
Yeah,
yeah, that is unprofessional for certain. I mean, if what you're saying is true and he was fast counting, I hope the Minnesota Board of Sports does something about that. Like, as I understand it, the protocol is a temporary indefinite suspension of referee licensing until a hearing could be assembled and a conclusion can be drawn from these allegations, and then we go from there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I was like, that could have cost well, I mean, a streak is a streak, but that could have just caused like a big moment if Mr. Acting Commissioner that night, Brian Sager, didn't do anything about it. So, but I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Was Brian working that night?
Yeah, Brian Sager, I guess he's the acting commissioner for Paradise City Wrestling right now. So
he's MAW also, right?
Yeah.
So
he's got a lot
I'm guessing I won't see Brandon Kinney there for a while. So you know what, Fresh? You got nothing to worry about anymore. Okay. I'm getting the feeling that Brandon's not coming back.
Okay.
So calm down.
Yeah, you've heard it here, Fresh. No more Brandon for a little bit.
But didn't Fresh say that he likes Brandon now?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, on the last show we had last week. He says, he goes, I might like him now.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually the same moment I was talking about. Brandon Kinney screwed over Mitch Paradise, and I told So Fresh that. He's like, oh, maybe I like Mr. Brandon Kinney now, just because of that. But totally forgot about that. I think deep down he might only like that part though. So
yes.
Okay. I want to wash this bad taste out of my mouth real quick of Fresh and Brandon Kinney real quick.
Okay. Yeah, you better do that. Yeah. Wonder if they've no comments yet. So yeah. We'll move on to another topic since that is a little sour now, I guess. So Jesse.
So recently I had contact with a guy who was supposed to be on our show last week, but he informed me that he is stepping away from wrestling for a little bit, and that is Joey Alpha. Have you had any contact or conversations with Joey since he announced this?
No, I can't say that I have. For whatever reasons he might be stepping away, I wish him the best of luck. I've had the opportunity to work with him, and he is a professional, and I certainly wish him the best of luck. I don't have any insight as to why he might be stepping away. It could just, he just might need a break. It could be personal things, family things. I honestly do not know, and I'm not privy to his private life in that way. I just wish him the best, and I hope he. I just wish him the best of luck in pursuing whatever it is he wants to pursue.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah, definitely well said. Looking on the Instagram chats right here, the Summit say they want a match of the Summit versus Pride.
I think we all want that, Summit. I think we all want that.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that would be really awesome to see. So Summit's trying to call out everyone now. So
Hey, what's wrong with that? That's the hustle. That's the game, baby. Like
Yeah.
if you're not going out there accepting every challenge or looking for every challenge, you're not getting better. That's say what you want about the Summit. Say what you want about their style or about their tactics, about how they go around things. They have their mindsets in the right direction. I think when they going out seeking better and better opponents, then I say all the more power to them. Seriously. And if they're the Summit are on a roll right now, and Pride looks very much forward to knocking that roll off.
Yeah, definitely well said. We're getting a lot of comments on Facebook here. We got Emily Gillis. She says, what is it like training at the academy?
So before I joined the academy, I definitely wanted to check it out, because you always do your homework before you go to a school, always, any school, not just wrestling school. And honestly, I stepped in there, I watched the training regiment, and it just felt like home. It felt right. And because I've been a martial artist practitioner for many years, and it just reminded me of that space, that attention to detail, that work ethic. And not gonna lie, it's tough. It's very tough. It's like I said at the top of the show, I have no time for anything. No time. Except for wrestling, practically. I have to forcibly make time for other things, and that takes time out of my wrestling schedule. And to my detriment, I hope not. But it is tough, but it is so rewarding. It is that kind of it's sort of that hurts so good feeling a little bit. Like you're pushing yourself, and you're taking yourself purposely out of your comfort zone. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it hurts. But once you've overcome that hill, and you feel that sense of euphoria from that training, you want to keep feeling that high. You want to see how far you could push yourself. So you just climb a little more, and you take a little more pain, and you try to keep that climb going, and it feels so good. It hurts, but it feels good, if that makes sense. I hope it does.
Yeah. Mr. Michael Pam, he says Nick Pride versus Kyle Pro. Would love to see it. I'm putting my money on this match.
Oh man,
that one's right there.
Kyle Pro. Not gonna lie, one of the dream opponents for Midwest wrestlers is Kyle Pro. That is Kyle Pro, an amazing athlete, and one of the biggest success stories, I think, in the Midwest so far. Definitely a dream match. Maybe hold on to your money a little bit, because I don't know if I'm there yet. I'm gonna try for sure.
Yeah. Jesse,
What do you think of Stonehenge?
What do I think of Stonehenge? I love Stonehenge. I love them.
Well,
A little story. Like, sure, like he's a big, gruff, mean guy, right?
Mhm.
But like he really has this sort of like low key mentors mentality.
Mhm.
I've wrestled quite a few matches in my time since I started wrestling, but I never truly felt like one of the boys.
Right.
Yeah, I never truly felt like I felt like an outsider in a lot of my matches until I wrestled Stonehenge.
Mhm.
When I wrestled him, um, he beat me. He beat me pretty good. I'll say that. He beat me pretty good, but he took me aside later and just talked to me, told me the things that he liked, told me the things that he thought were good. Um, and he just talked to me. He just talked to me and like just one of the boys. And then that was sort of the moment. Like I didn't even necessarily know I was feeling this at the time. But like up until that point, I didn't know it, but I didn't feel like I was there. Like I was like I was wrestling, but I'm not sure I felt like a wrestler until that match, until after
Right.
that match.
okay. Yeah.
And I will always be appreciative of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking most wrestlers probably feel that, and then they get that one moment, and you just become officially a wrestler. I guess. Well, not officially one of the boys in the locker room. So, yeah, definitely a cool thing. Uh, so we talked last time about how you were inspired by Mr. Chris Jericho. Are you, Chris Jericho's obviously got a band. Are you a Fozzy fan at all?
I like Fozzy. I'll be honest, I'm more of a jazz guy, but I do like his work. I do like Chris Jericho's work. I will say, not sure I'm a fan of Chris Jericho outing Moon Goose McQueen as the head singer of Fozzy. Um, I'm not like you tell me what happened really in the freak washing machine accident, as Chris Jericho puts it.
Yeah.
But you know, you move on, you get new band members. Yeah, sure. Like, Chris Jericho's like a big star and everything, but I sort of miss the more subtle tones of Moon Goose McQueen personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Fozzie's definitely doing a good job, but yeah, Mongoose definitely missed. So yeah. So we got a few more on here. So Michael says, well, you better start getting aggressive in the ring, Nick, because Kyle Pro is one of the best wrestlers in the Midwest.
Oh, you think I'm not aggressive, Michael? You think I'm not aggressive enough? What do you think of this?
Oh, he's tearing his shirt. Oh, man.
Now we got Nick Hogan.
Nick Hogan.
What's that? I'll tear it later. Michael.
Oh, okay. You'll tear it later. Yeah. I think Nick is definitely aggressive, Mr. Michael. So
yeah, Michael, I think you're drinking way too much Fiji water there.
The Fiji water.
Gummy gushers too.
The gummy gushers, the program's favorite combination.
Missing something here? Does Michael drink a lot of Fiji water?
I think so. He's a big program fan.
Yeah, program Kyle Pro Stonehenge fans. So they're a faction in the AWF. So yeah. We got Mr. All Out Pro Wrestling owner Pete King. He
Come
said,
on, Pete, make an offer.
Make it offer.
We've talked about it before. Come on, Pete, make Nick an offer.
Yeah.
How you doing, Pete?
Yeah,
Mr.
I think you should definitely do that, Pete, or to Pete. But Pete says anyone stirring any pots in here, and I think I might have, and Michael did too. So, yep,
Michael's still causing a lot of trouble.
Michael is causing a lot of trouble right now.
Michael's just a troublemaker, and Nick, I will pull Mr. Michael aside and say, hey, let's not cause any problems for Nick here.
Yeah. I can fight my own battles, you guys.
Yeah,
I can fight my own battles. Thank you so much. I appreciate the backup, but you know, let me be a big boy. Let me be a big boy.
Yeah, that's right. Nick's a wrestler, so yeah.
Well, Nick don't need
an
Indy
aggressive
Talk to
wrestler
help.
too. Yeah, yeah.
My wrestler face.
His wrestling face. Put that face on a poster.
You'll pay to see this, right?
You'll pay.
Like Popeye.
We got I believe your wife Jane, she says
Hi, honey.
she says, do you have a favorite match from June and any stories?
Favorite match from June. It's so hard to remember anything from yesterday. Hold on, I have a list. I made a list, right? It's basically my version of the list of Jericho. It's just every match I've ever had. So, oh goodness. I had a pretty decent one against. Oh yeah, I recently wrestled Chad and Albano. No, Albano was too recent. That wasn't June.
No, yeah, that wasn't June. We'll
No,
get it
that
in
was-
a sec too. So.
Yeah. Let's see here. My favorite match from June. Goodness, I'm not really sure.
Oh.
Is there a specific story you might be referring to, darling?
Well, yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, you might have to comment on that if we got any stories. Jesse, you got one?
Sure
Okay.
do. So have you thought about making a challenge to the system yet?
Like I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm sort of dealing with like the movements and some and a little bit of bad role models right now. I guess I'm dealing with the bad role models a little.
Online hate from the bad role models.
Like I don't like. I'm gonna deal with one thing at a time.
Right.
I will get there.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me some time. I'll get there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, she says she was thinking of the Chad match.
I enjoyed the Chad match. Yeah, Chad may have got me. Chadwick Wentworth for the third.
Oh, Chad. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to
He
think.
got me in that match, but it was but again, like the opportunity was pretty big for me because he's one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star in MIW, and and just the opportunity to wrestle him is big, and the fact that I took him to the limits, I think that caught some eyes turned on my direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was or I don't, was that June or was that, I thought that was July, but I mean it's still a good match, but yeah. Unless if it was a separate.
Who knows when these things happen?
Who knows? They all mesh together. So yeah.
Like I said, so you're so busy you can't keep these days straight anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like thank goodness for modern technology and like calendars and like day tracking and things like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have my head on straight with my bookings.
Right.
Yeah. A match I hope you remember because it was recent as of yesterday, but I mean, uh, not saying anything, but I'm just hoping you do, because I definitely wanted to talk about it. You made your FLWA French Lake Wrestling Association debut yesterday, July 4th. Against, you faced Albano. What are your thoughts on that, and your maybe your actions during that match as well?
Oh, I just won. I mean, I'm not sure what else there is to say about it. Albano, huge star. Glad for the opportunity, and once again, one mighty debut, if I do say so myself, with a victory over Albano. Great match. The man is a veteran of over 20 years in this industry, and that opportunity is huge, and that victory was even bigger.
Yeah. I thought that was a really big match, and I was surprised to see you over there. I'm like, wow, Nick Pride's over here. So, and the face Albano of like you said, 20-year status. So, yeah, really big match and big win, as you said too. So, yeah. And I forgot, I know who the guy is under the mask, but what is his character's name that you had managed, or what was managed by?
The Masked Jungle Fighter.
The Masked Jungle Fighter, that's right.
Two-time champion. FLCW.
That's right. Yeah. I heard it, and then I forgot. I'm like, oh shoot, I should ask you about that. But yeah, the Masked Jungle Fighter, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Jeryn, I know who's under that mask too.
If we say his name, we might expose him, so we can't say it. So
yeah, well, we can't. I made the mistake of doing
that, guys.
Kayfabe. Yeah, got to keep kayfabe, Jesse, as much as we can now. So the internet's wild. I mean, we already got allegations against Brandon and Nick. So
I don't see, and they don't look like each other.
Yeah,
I
don't think they do either, but
Fresh has something going on in that wig of his.
Yeah.
He's to wash out that wig is what he needs to do.
Yeah.
I wrestled a match against him just like a few weeks ago. I was like, I was noticeably itchier afterwards.
Yeah. Jesse.
So let's this is the time of the show now, Jeremy, and you kind of briefly talked about yesterday's incident in Chicago with the 4th of July shootings. Nick, what was your thoughts on that issue?
Terrible tragedy, of course. This is like what do you say to a tragedy like that? Like those poor people just out trying to celebrate their independence and trying to celebrate their nation and just trying to have a good time, and for it to be just ruined like that.
Yeah.
A tragedy. Absolutely tragedy.
Yeah, definitely a tragedy. And I believe it said 68 people and 8 were in the shootings, and it's just definitely a very sad thing, and especially on July 4th of a lot of things as well. So
kind of wrecked my 4th of July. I didn't even go to a parade or nothing. I mean, it just kind of put a damper on everything.
Yeah, I did more stuff on July 3rd, but then when you hear about that on the day,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely well said there. Where is he? So I mean, you've been running it for a while, but do you want to give a shout out to your merchandise and what your plans are for that, or future planning?
For merchandise? Yeah. Okay. Well, like you've probably seen my current line of shirts, very, very simple, but it's got a lot of colors on it, which can be a little pricey. So I might be edging toward a new design coming up in the near future.
Okay.
Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's saw your merchandise, and just thought it would be good shout out just for everyone to know that there's Nick Pride merch to be bought out there. So, and future shirts as well. So
Yep.
Yeah.
For fans watching at home, all of your favorite independent wrestlers are at home, starving. Buy a t-shirt from them. They will really appreciate it. Like seriously, you can for some guys you can double or triple what they're gonna make at a show by getting a couple t-shirts, and it means a lot to them. Even if you don't buy one from me, buy one from somebody. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true too. And I guess that's a good point to bring up too. At a MAW show in Stillwater, Mr. Moses Mayhem was there and got one of these there, a Moses Mayhem yellow black shirt. And
the man's having a baby. He needs it the most, I think, right now.
Yeah, he probably does. Yep. Yeah, so make sure to support Mr. Moses Mayhem, and as well as Mr. King Leonidas. I got a King Leonidas here, hat here, signed by Leonidas himself, and then Crixus also wanted to sign it. So yeah.
Oh, he makes enough money.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I'm genuinely jealous of his setup. Like he's got this whole camper van. It's like this whole merch truck. Like, I'd kill for that. Oh, that'd be so great to have. Just that setup. Oh,
yeah.
It'd make life so much easier.
Yeah, he's got the biggest setup I've ever seen from a wrestler, and that he doesn't just go by the ring. He's got his whole setup on the side. He's just like, I'm doing my own thing. I want merch, give me money kind of thing. So yeah.
It's a smart setup too.
It is.
It's very good.
Yeah. He's got he's got like 7 different hats or 8 different hats too, and shirts and just a lot of stuff. So
I don't have any hats. I need hats.
Where are your hats, Nick? We need a Nick Pride hat. I need a picture of Nick Pride doing like a super kick to So Fresh or something.
Oh, that would make for a good t-shirt.
Ideas. Yeah.
One to check away for a rainy day. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Jane just says, what do you have available right now? I guess I haven't talked about it.
Oh, I have t-shirts and stickers, of course. So my t-shirts come in like a wide range of sizes, going from child small to 5X, and I have 3 different designs of stickers available. Nice little hexagonal stickers that you could just slap on your car, slap on your computer. I think they look really cool on computers. And if something like that interests you, maybe stop by during intermission. We'll talk.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. Shout out to stickers right there too. So, and
shout out to stickers.
And Michael says you got to have 8x10s now too. You're getting a whole lot of requests now.
I've gotten a couple of requests and I didn't have any because I honestly wasn't sure how well they would be requested, but now they're getting requests, so I'm like, maybe I should invest in this. But it shows what I know for being a noob. Not investing in 8x10s.
Yeah, I mean, you always start with something. You never know how big of a name you are until they ask, I guess. So yeah, I guess something to keep in mind, I guess, for your Nick Pride fans out there. So yeah.
All 3, yes.
Yeah, all 3 right there. And the Summit, Mr. Joseph Alexander, he says every MAW wrestler should have a shirt doing a move to So Fresh. Oh man, imagine
like a collab and just like everyone do a move too fresh. Just like get in the middle of the ring. Just everyone just like kind of circles him, just sort of take turns, like giving like popping him one in the face. I feel like that'd be just a good photograph opportunity. Call Drake. Their camera work is just fantastic. And I totally believe we could work something out that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's happened in WWE before too. So I think it was Vince.
They beat up So Fresh in WWE. Man, that guy got around.
Yeah. You imagine that happened too.
I mean, good on him for making it that far.
Yeah.
But better on everyone that he got a couple of left hooks along the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then also, going back to just supporting everything. Mr. Pete King says support all the wrestlers and promotions.
Please do, loyal fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're humble carny folk. We could use all the support you got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go do it now, guys. Is there any new moves you are currently working on, or any repertoire moves? Adding anything?
There's a couple of things that I've been working on. I'd recently debuted my Shining Wizard move, as you saw during my match with El Bano, and that's a new one. And there's one or two other moves too. Like I think you guys just have to come by some shows later, and maybe I'll surprise you with them. There's one secret fun that I've been working on for a while, and I haven't done it anywhere yet, but it's I think it'll get a good pop when people finally see it.
Okay, surprise move. There we go. Yeah. We got Anne Reinhiller. She says, who are you most looking forward to facing / who are you hoping to face in your upcoming matches?
Not So Fresh.
Not So Fresh. The one guy. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Let's see, at this point, I am very interested in looking forward to like what kind of challenges face me in MIW in particular, because I don't know, I feel like I'm getting more and more involved with 3 Under Par and their faction there, and not in a good way either. And they keep recruiting new members all the time, and I'm afraid of what that might mean for MIW. So I'm hopefully going. Honestly, I kind of want to teach them a lesson. I want to teach them that they can't push people around like they have been. 3 Under Par has been running roughshod over MIW for as long as I can remember, for as long as I've been there and before. It's honestly ridiculous. Now they don't have total control yet, but at the pace they're going, I'm worried about what might be the fate of MIW. And members of 3 Under Par, I would say, are in my crosshairs at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we should get into a little name association. So basically, I'm just going to give out a name from the Midwest, or even a big time guy that I've maybe you've met. Just give your original thoughts on them of when you first met them or worked with them or whatever. So first man, Mr. Gene Galaski.
I beat him.
You did beat him, yeah.
One of the newer members of 3 Under Par, like I was just talking about, Gene Gadetsky is, again, he's a legend of the Midwest, and I beat him. Beat you in the middle of the ring, buddy. 1, 2, 3. But all due respect to him as well, you don't get that far in pro wrestling without knowing a thing or two. He had just recently retired from trucking to spend more time with his family, and that I can only applaud him. He truly sees what's valuable in life, and he's going to pursue that. And so, as a person, love the guy.
Yeah.
2300 car, buddy. Come on.
Come on, Gene. Yeah, I first saw him at MIW on I think it was the 25th, June 25th. So yeah. Mr. Rob Justice.
Rob Justice recently had a victory over him as well. Great guy to work with. And he's also just somebody I actually hope to work with a little more too, along with Gadetsky. The both of them have been around forever. Great to work with guys, and just I just want to see what I could do with them next. I want to see if I could take what we've done and just up it just a little bit more.
Yeah. WWE Hall of Famer Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas, yes. Recently saw him at an MAW show. The guy, what can I say? The guy's a legend. He's worked everywhere. And yeah, I'm like, what can I say? It's Tony Atlas. He's a legend. And he gives you any advice. He says anything, you listen. You just go, yes, sir. I just shut up and listen. Everything he has to say. And you know what? He's right.
Yeah. Cito Cabara.
Yes, I just started working with him a little bit more and more in MIW. And honestly, I've been pretty impressed with what I see. The guy clearly has some experience under him. And I haven't had a chance to work with him one-on-one or really in any capacity just yet. But I think that time's going to come soon, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess we talked to him about it a little bit, but King Leonidas.
Yeah. Legend. He's legendary. He's been around here forever, and he's built like an ox. He's given me a lot of sound advice and a lot of great praise working for him, and I am looking forward to working for him for a while. I still think I have more I can learn from him, and I'm going to try to take advantage of those opportunities as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah. I believe current Academy wrestler Caitlin Dick.
Oh, what do I think of her, or is she asking a question?
No, yeah. What do you think about her? We're still in the name association.
Oh yeah, she's coming along great. She's doing a lot of ref work lately for MAW and some out of state stuff as well. And I very impressed with how she's coming along, and I can't wait to see what she does in the future.
Yeah, I've been watching a little bit of what she's doing at the Academy, and I think great stuff that she's doing. So yeah. Action Jackson.
Yeah, I've worked with him forever too. Back when I was breaking in as a referee, he was there as well. He gave some good tips, and he's just a really chill guy to be around. We could be losing our minds in the locker room because something isn't going right. We're trying to figure out how to fix it, and he could be a kind of a surprising voice of reason in those times. Just really knows how to bring everybody down to a level where they can properly function.
Okay. Yeah. And then two more names here. Laszlo.
Laszlo? Who doesn't like Laszlo? Laszlo's great. I think he's an announcer at Renaissance fairs, which is awesome.
Yeah, Renaissance fairs, and MIW announcer, and he also manages Crixus and Leonidas. So yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. And then one last name, Tank Dawson.
Tank Dawson? We talked about Tank already. I love the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we trained together a lot at the academy, and he has come such a long way in such a short amount of time. Like he is learning fast, and he's going to be a force in this Midwest scene for sure.
Yeah,
definitely somebody to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, I've seen a few, I think 2 of his matches now, and he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, I think it's at the first time I saw him, I think he chased a kid down a hill or something. So yeah,
I'm not sure I saw that.
Yeah, he was, I think, a little kid in the front row. He was maybe calling him names or something. He did his angry face, ran after him, and kid's probably never been the same since. So yeah. Yeah, very scary, man. I don't know where. Jesse, are you there? Where did you go? I just realized.
Jesse, no. What's going on?
So fresh got him. Where you went? I guess I'll go with some. I think I missed. Yeah, so I think I saw something about you being a comic artist, or were a comic artist. Are you still doing that?
I don't think I was ever a comic artist.
Oh, maybe it was Brandon. I don't know if it was him or not, but I saw something. I don't know if it was him or not. So, okay.
Though that would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm a competent artist, but I've never done like professional comic work or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm all right. I can handle a pencil okay. I can make a stick figure, and like people say, oh, that's a nicely done stick figure, you know.
Yeah. That is a nice stick. Yeah.
It's so expressive.
It's so expressive. A stick figure, Nick Pride. That's something we need from you on a t-shirt, like something like that.
I am a stick figure, Nick Pride. Look at
you. Are a stick figure. Yeah. Still not bad. So I think, oh yeah, somebody in the comments section said something too, and it's kind of part of my question, but I guess basically what are some of your future shows? I know you went over WGW, but do you have anything planned as of right now?
I have upcoming shows practically every weekend. Look for me at MAW, MIW, WGW, I believe APW. I have a booking there. Just keep an eye out. I'm kind of everywhere.
Yeah, definitely MAW doing their stuff every week. And oh yeah, I guess are you gonna possibly be on the next TV taping, the MAW Warriors?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I guess schedules mesh together, so yeah.
I might be, I might not be.
Might be, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I saw some movement from his camera.
I think that's his dog.
I think his dog has decided to join us. Oh,
is that your dog?
Is that your
wife
dog?
Wife duties.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, Jeryn, do we want to go ahead and do our wrestlers of the week?
Oh,
the rest
yeah, I guess we could do it. Yeah,
it's a new thing we started last week.
Yeah. New segments since I last came on.
You'll be surprised.
You'll be. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but basically, Jesse came up with the idea just I guess highlight a wrestler of the week, not essentially associated with or have been on the Indy Talk show, but I guess just recognizing a wrestler of the week. And I think Jesse wanted to give I think 2 awards to Mr. Petey Brown.
One goes to Pete Brown.
Yeah.
And the other one is going to go to Nick Pride.
Okay.
What I do?
What I do.
just for being an outstanding guy and going to all the shows that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks.
That's why we
I get an award for just doing a job. Great. I wish 9 to 5 jobs were that easy.
Yeah.
That.
Right. Yeah. Associate of the week every week. Yeah.
Petey Brown is a exceptional athlete, and I haven't had a chance to work with him yet. Like I've been on shows where he's been on. I just haven't had the chance to work on him in a match at all. And so I definitely respect the amount of work he's done, and like the name he's made for himself in these territories is just nothing short of phenomenal. So I can understand from that for that reasoning why you would name him a wrestler of the week. But like, do you guys have like specific things that maybe you want to like shout out for Petey Brown as wrestler of the week? Like what's your reasoning for making him wrestler of the week?
My reasoning is because this weekend I was at a show. They did a show Sunday in Dover, Minnesota, and I'll tell you what, that guy was a part of the ring crew. He made sure all the wrestlers got to where they needed to be. And he even did some commentating.
Oh, he didn't.
The guy's an all-arounder. Like I don't think there's anything Petey Brown can't do. Mm-hmm. It's incredible. He's definitely somebody, definitely somebody to look at for, who to aspire to be in these territories.
Right.
Yeah. And then I guess my reasoning pretty much the same stuff. I guess just being a good name in the Midwest. I've been seeing him since I started watching Midwest wrestling all the way back in 2017. And he's been a party. I guess that's the only way to say it. So downtown Petey Brown party. So yeah. All right, Jesse, question?
Well, no, I think I'm going to thank Nick for his time, and it was great talking with you again. Hopefully we can do it again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine we could come up with more reasons to talk. Yeah, I'd be on talk twice now. Are you sure you're not sick of me?
No. I mean, we'll get more stuff to talk about. Probably you and So Fresh or something, but
speaking of So Fresh, he wants a face-to-face with Mr. Nick Pride.
Oh, he does.
Uh-huh.
That might be something to see. Might have to bring backup though, Nick. He's got a squad with him, the bad role models.
I have Kenny Defiance with me, so I got nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, you got Kenny. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for.
Kenny's scrappy. You can take on all those guys.
Yeah, he can definitely dig on a lot of guys. I've actually never seen him in person yet, but from just videos, he's definitely a great talent and just great dude as well. So talked to him a few times online and everything. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for being on the show for the return of Nick Pride and the first ever episode on the Indy Talk with Jesse and Jeryn Facebook and Instagram page. So little history here, having Nick Pride on the both platforms on the first time ever. So yeah. Yeah.
You guys do closeout poses, right?
Oh, so we do a closeout?
That's the show?
Yeah, nice.
Do we do something? All right, let's hold the position and then I'll say our live is ended. So let's end in a pose. I think my pose is just a fist every time I do a picture. So we'll do what We'll do that.
We'll do
Thank
the
you guys.
this time.
Thank you guys for joining the video or the live video, the podcast with Nick Pride. And live is almost ending.